All things considered, Obama is doing quite well in California. His job approval rating is 50%, the low 40s disapproval. And compared to the rest of the country, that's fairly good. And it's also steady over the last few months. It's down about 10% from where he was a couple of years ago. But given the sort of brutal economic climate in California, that's not so bad.
One thing that's particularly interesting about these poll numbers is how starkly the divide is between various races and ethnicities on the president's performance and his potential for re-election. White voters are more unfavorable than favorable toward Barack Obama's performance in office, and they favor him for re-election over Mitt Romney only by a very small percentage. But the president's support, not only among African Americans, but among Latino and Latina voters, is so immense that it creates a very comfortable margin for him.
The other striking thing about Obama is that in head-to-head matchups against Mitt Romney or Herman Cain or Rick Perry, he's well ahead of all three of them by double digits.
For the better part of the year, the Republican primary has remained essentially unchanged. It's been a race between two candidates, one named Mitt Romney and the other named Un-Romney. And Un-Romney for the past year has variously been Mike Huckabee, Sarah Palin, Donald Trump, Michelle Bachmann, Rick Perry. More recently, it's Herman Cain and Newt Gingrich. But what's absolutely unchanged is that Romney maintains support from roughly a quarter of Republican primary voters.
And Rick Perry, who was tied for the lead last time, has completely collapsed down to 3%.
Because we poll over a longer time period in order to get a deeper and a more in-depth sense of what California voters are thinking, these poll numbers don't reflect the latest goings-on in the Republican primary.
There are a couple things that happened after the poll was completed that could be significant. In the case of Herman Cain, his sexual harassment allegations, this was in the news in a very big way after the poll was completed. And the national polls suggest that in recent days he's actually been slipping as a result of that. And we may have kind of picked him up at his peak in this poll. And Rick Perry, his infamous debate stumble where he couldn't remember the third of three agencies that he wanted to abolish, that also occurred after the poll was over. But in that case, he was already at 3% based upon his performance before that. So it wouldn't make that much of a difference, presumably.
Not surprisingly, California voters, because they favor the president's job performance and they favor his re-election, tend to think that their economic situation would be better personally and that the nation's economic situation would be better if the president were re-elected.